What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action. I feel so much better to say that. It has such a better ring than Age of Empires 4, don't you reckon? Oh, we need more syllables in the word 4. Maybe I can speak it in a different language that has some more syllables. Mythology. Spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Gaia. His name is Matrias. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is Nullus. The map is Watering Hole. And I've been asked quite a bit to get some Matrias games in here, so I'm going to be checking out some of the recent Matrias games that I've seen. And we'll see how these games are going to go for you guys. Matrias, one of the best players currently playing. Very, very exciting player. Comes up with a lot of different strategies. Never doesn't really play the same strategy every game. He tries to shake things up quite a bit, so you never really know what he's doing. And while potentially we've got Gaia here, and Gaia, there's not a lot you can do with Gaia, but there is a lot you can do with Gaia at the same time. So, we'll see exactly how this is going to go. We'll see what Nullus wants to do here. If Nullus is going to get aggressive, normally you need to get aggressive here in this matchup or play for Osiris. Those are kind of your options. But a lot of the time, Gaia, if the Ra player is trying to outboom the Gaia player, they're just going to get bowled over by either a 2-town center heroic timing attack, which is really, really strong, with like the behemoths with Rhea, or 2-town center timing attack with the upgraded cavalry, which is really, really good, or a 3-town center, really fast Artarian gate, huge amounts of pressure onto the other town center, and then there's no way for the Ra player to get this town center back. However, the water range of the ships is going to be a thing here. It's got it on both sides of the water, have that issue. So we'll see. We'll see how this is going to go. Matrias throwing up his mana. He's chucking up his Gaia Forest, trying to make his map a little bit safer. This gold mine very, very exposed. If Nullus scouts it out, here's Ra. So this is about as much of the map that Nullus is going to see. But if Nullus were to know that this gold mine here was exposed, he could send Pharaoh Priest in at 4 minutes and click up at 4 minutes and go for a super aggressive Priest Pharaoh attack on this gold mine to just cause a lot of issues for Matrias. Now, it's looking as if Matrias is going for 2 villages on gold straight away here. This is indicating to me that he wants to go for a fast second town center. Now, this is very, very risky against Ra, and I'll tell you why. A lot of players don't really understand it, but what Ra can do is essentially, if they see the Gaia player going 2 town center, they can go 1 town center, throw 2 barracks down, make a ton of spearmen, and then shifting sands in and kill the entire base with all their villages, a bunch of spearmen, and there's next to nothing that the Gaia player can do with all those extra resources that she's got in order to defend that one. So we'll see if Nullus is going to be able to execute on that, or if he's going to be going for something else in this game. And we just see the pigs running around for Matrias, checking things out. But this hippopotamus getting eaten in the middle of the map now for Nullus. He's going to be hopefully going for a hunt build here. A lot of the Ra players, or the mid-tier Ra players, or the unseasoned Ra players, go for these set build orders, which do get you a consistent result, but oftentimes it's not the best thing to do. For example, the 2-town center Raptor 12 farm kind of advance is fantastic on low hunt maps. But as soon as you have high hunt maps, like Watering Hole, like all of this hunt here, this a beautiful hunt on the Gazelle, you don't want to go for that. You want to go for, we are seeing Bast, so definitely something different here. You want to go for, if anything, you want to go for a 2-town center, fast heroic off of the 2-town center at 8 minutes, super fast, especially with this map, or go for the Sphinx here. But we are going to be seeing Nullus looking like he's moving forward to grab this settlement here and see what he's going to be able to do with it. I like the forward town center grab from from Nullus. Potentially recognizing that Matreiuss is going 2 town centers. And Matreiuss is actually getting his second town center up with 2 citizen here. Normally we only see 1 citizen in with this town center grab here. But Matreiuss going for it with 2 citizens. Going to get it up a little bit faster. I believe it's only 33% faster. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong about that in the chat. And my face is in the wrong spot here. We're playing a different game. Let's just bop over here for the time being. Let's leave the chat up. Chat might say some funny things. If they behave themselves, they can stay up. And I know this Sage Mythology crowd sometimes gets a little bit rowdy. But you guys could say hi to YouTube. So Nullus Sphinx now picking off those oracles here and doing all the good stuff. There's the Caladria flying overhead for Matrias, and he's going to instantly throw down his military barracks. So no 2 town center fast heroic here from Nullus. Has to deal with those Sphinx running around, but potentially Nullus is not going for that either. He's throwing up a barracks. He's not going for extra Sphinx just yet. So he might be going for maybe Pitsukos spam, which could be very, very interesting here. One of the things that you can do with a high hunt map with Ra, which is very, very much unexplored, is you don't get those farms. So you have all of this extra gold that you can spend on Pitsukos, and you can kind of role play a little bit like an ISIS player with Pitsukos here. But it's looking like barracks are the option here for Nullus. Maybe wanting to get out Axeman and then go to the heroic age and get out some. Never mind, he's making spearmen. I don't understand the spearmen, but okay. And yes, so spearmen for some reason, no axemen. Maybe because he's worried that there's going to be cavalry coming at him, but at this point it is only Murmillo heroes, or just 1 Murmillo here. We see the Murmillo popping out, going to start taking down Nullus' Sphinx. Nullus not paying attention, taking a lot of damage over here. Matrias trying to get a cheeky ghost building there. Not quite fast enough there as Nullus does notice it. Now the Spearman's coming back in. He can simply just repair this one back up. Let's see what Matreiuss is trying to do here. He's still pumping villagers out of both of these locations, starting his Murmillo spam. We see the Murmillo hero going after that. Sphinx is going to be abusing the garrison mechanic here on this manor for the time being here. Now we see the Spearman still trying to take it down. I mean, you can just repair it. That's kind of fine. We see the Murmillo popping out. There's the Axeman though. The Axeman very scary. He's making some terminal. That's going to push these guys away from this location. And now Matrias' base is so very, very safe here. Very secure. And Nullus is kind of going very aggressive here. I'm surprised he doesn't send his Priest and Pharaoh forward on this location. And we do see a Carnivora getting cast down onto this location, eating one of those Spearmen there. And then he's going to take out that Sphinx. That's a big, big snipe there for Matrias. As Nullus is now looking to get to the next age. Lots of villagers on food, lots of villagers on gold. How's the economic upgrades going? He does have pickaxe and hunting dogs at this point. So that's going to help out a ton. We'll see how it's going to go. Axeman now pushing in for Nullus. Going to be looking to push past this Carnivora, but I mean, that's going to be a little bit tough without the priest stuff. He does have a priest over here, but it's looking like Sekhmet. Nope. Going for the Hathor. He thought about the Sekhmet. What I would love from Nullus right now, and we'll see if he does it, but what I would love is just finish this hippopotamus off, finish this elephant off, maybe don't finish this elephant off, keep eating that elephant though, but send all of those villagers onto the gold mine, get the Pharaoh to empower the gold mine, and then just make mass Pitsukos and siege weapons with like those axemen and spearmen, and you just walk over the Matrias Gaia here. Because even if Matrias manages to get to the heroic age himself, which he's going through Thea, the Stymphalian birds are not going to be able to counter mass Pitsukos. Now, normally Stymphalian birds are really good against myth units, but the Pitsukos, if you get enough of them, are going to be able to one-hit those Stymphalian birds before the Stymphalian birds can one-hit the Pitsukos. They're just a little bit stronger. Now we see a third town center getting up for Nullus though, and he's still just grabbing the hunt, building the units out. I don't like this play as much. This is going to allow Matrias to have a lot more time to sit back and kind of set up, and he might not even get it up. We do see the Caladria sitting overhead, going to heal up the hero Murmillo there. There's the Thea coming through. There's the immediate palace, the immediate Stymphalian birds. Not just yet, no. So potentially go. What's the palace for? I wonder. Maybe I don't see any point in destroyers at this point here because he's not going to be able to push past like an Axeman-based army here. We are seeing some Arcus coming in because the Axeman can just sit on the town center, and as soon as the destroyers come in, you pop out. As soon as they run away, you jump in. We just see the Rock flying overhead, potentially going to be looking for some sort of Locust, but you really want to hold on to Locust against Atlantean. Either use it on farms or somewhere else, or not necessarily just somewhere else, but on farms or on a siege tower push. We see the Spearman sacking himself into the Carnivore here, and the Rock does get sniped there. A little bit of a misplay from Nullus, loses that one. And we are going to see the Migdol Stronghold coming up now for Nullus. He's trying to get those up. You see siege works. And here's the question. Nullus has got 63 favor in the bank and no Patsukos being made. These Patsukos cost 15 favor. They're 15 favor. They have 480 HP and they do 55 damage a shot. Now, I'm pretty sure the animation takes about 3 seconds. So divide by 3. Could be a little bit less. Not sure. But we are seeing a big timing push now coming through for Matrias, and Nullus has just got nothing to defend here. He's going to have to spam out Mercenary if he wants to hold on to this location. We do see the Carnivore coming in. Those Stymphalian birds now going to be targeting down the Patsukos here. Look at that damage. That if the Patsukos was targeting the Stymphalian birds, that would be the reverse damage being dealt. If you had like 6 of, well, he has so many that he could have, what, 800 gold, so he could have 4 Patsukos, 5 Patsukos in this fight had he macroed this one correctly, and he would have been easily able to snipe those Stymphalian birds, easily able to pick off everything here and hold this location. But Matrias is just completely steamrolling over Nullus's position here as Nullus is pulling back, trying to hang on. We are seeing the Priest not targeting down the Stymphalian birds, unfortunately, but he is losing a lot of his units over here as the Arc is pushing to snipe that Priest as well. Another Migdol Stronghold's coming up, but the Destroyers, the Dryads, everything out for Matrias. So much economy coming up here. Matrias might even want to think about, he is going for the Tantor. I was going to say maybe Matrias wants to think about just simply going straight to the Mythic Age here instead of grabbing the Town Center first. Get there a little bit quicker through Implode or through Atlas. I'm forgetting the gods here, but you could just go straight Atlas and then an Implode on this location, take all these villages in, take the army out, push through here, have the Argus, or even just go through the standard Hecate. Very early Hecate's always super strong against literally everyone. So another mana coming up here for Matrias as he's trying to push through this location here. These Stymphalian birds are getting so much value in this game as Nullus is not being able to hold against this push at all here. If we check out the what's being spent here, still lots of resources in the bank. Building out some priests here in order to try and take down these myth units. Town Center is still on the way for Matrias. Might get denied though if he's not careful, because Matrias is pulling back at this point. Nullus holding for the time being here. We'll see how it's going to go. The village is swinging up to the top of the map. Going to be grabbing granary on this point. Maybe to grab these elephant here as well. Still no rain being used for Nullus. So he still has a big amount of food boost if and when he needs to start farming. And we'll see how that's all going to go here. We see the Dryads pushing forward. Those Destroyers in the back doing their thing. Arcus here laying a lot of siege from the back. We see another Carnivore, the final Carnivore coming in here, going to pick off, we should pick off one of those, a bit of an unfortunate target there. The Carnivore should be taking down one of those human units to insta-kill, and there we go, does take that Camelry in, the Stymphalian bird taking a lot of damage from the Priest. Nice micro back from Matrias here. We see the Destroyers taking down the Migdol Stronghold over here. Another Temple now coming up for Nullus. Is he finally going to be spending some of those resources, or is he just going for the Priests? Not exactly sure what they're for, but there's another Migdol Stronghold for Nullus, just consistently popping those up here. Matrias now, 3 town centers, full villager population here. Palace coming up on the frontier as these Destroyers pushing forward. Still no heavy Destroyers. You could definitely take some villagers off of food at this point and move them over onto the gold mines. If you could find a gold mine, just move over here, I guess. Take these villagers off of the food. Check out the economic upgrades. Fully upgraded Gaia heroic age Matrias here in the economy. Absolute insanity in terms of economy where Matrias is concerned. Nullus still finally has spent all of his gold, but only now is starting to build these Patsukos. Only now, and he's just not gonna, he doesn't have the gold anymore to build them. The Stymphalian Bird's just simply gonna fly overhead and get a ton of damage. And look at this damage here. Two shots there onto one Stymphalian Bird. Almost did a quarter, like did over a quarter of the HP there. So if you had 5 of them, you one hit those Stymphalian Birds with the Patsukos. So they'd never be able to out-trade your Patsukos. It's so very, very strong. But Matrias just completely overpowering Nullus here as this game's going to continue. We'll have to see what Matrias' plan is. He is going through Atlas, so he wants to use that implode on these units to get another push in here. We've got the heavy infantry through for Matrias. There's the Eclipse as these Patsukos are here. Remember, we could have seen this. We could have seen this about 5 minutes ago with 5 Patsukos. Eclipse was an option as well with this big push out that Matrias did. But we are going to be seeing Nullus attempt to bring this game back with his 82.5 damage Patsukos here. It's damage per shot. But it is a lot of damage. Look, he can even take out these destroyers incredibly quickly. Actually, I tell a lie. They don't do a whole bunch of damage to the Patsukos, but it is what it is. If he targets down the Arcus, I think he one hits the Arcus. Is that right? Or 2 hits the Arcus, maybe. Ah, well. Can't get them all right. And now Nullus pulling back. He's kind of running out of steam here. He's up to his 3 towns and he's got a lot of resources in the bank. I think it's fully upgraded. Chucking up the markets now on the wrong side. If I've ever seen a Matrias market, this is a Matrias market. Off the wall, wrong side of the map. All bad things. Feeling sad. But it is what it is. Nullus pulling back. But there's the immediate implode getting thrown down. You cannot garrison into the town center. It doesn't work like that. You can't avoid the might of the implode by garrisoning. All of these units going to get pulled out of their respective buildings. Interested to see if this one gets pulled out or not. But the villagers do not escape. And Nullus' population drops to 110 from 145. A ton of those villagers that were sucked in got picked off as well. And now Matrias can start pushing in. He does have this Argus here, so got to be super careful about dealing with that one. Those Patsukos here will get sniped. The hero Argus takes down one of those Patsukos. The Argus takes down a second one. And now it's looking as if it's very, very difficult for Nullus to hold on. But he is managing to take down these destroyers that are on top of this town center. We've got the mercenary cavalry, the mercenary infantry getting pumped out here. We'll see if they can tank these heavy Arcus or not. The town center very close to going down, 100 HP remaining. These Dryads come in and kind of finish this one off if he so chooses. And there he's going to go as the destroyer comes in onto this location as well. Town center 5 HP and does drop there as Matrias seemingly has complete control in this game. Nullus still not using rain. No farms coming up. All of the hunt being eaten here. And that's the one. And this is what we talk about. Matrias has fixed his game. He's upgraded his game. We've got Rappel telling me to look at the Matrias market. He has fixed it. Look at it. Perfect. Absolute perfection here in a market if I've ever seen one. There's the rain coming through for Nullus as he's trying to get that food in here. What? Hang on. What? What's the... A misclick, potentially? The Son of Osiris coming in, or is he blocking something? He's blocking a Gaia Forest? Who knows? These Arcus just do so much damage to the Son of Osiris. Normally in the matchup, if everything goes kind of normally, the Son of Osiris comes out before the Arcus ball is really here. And the Ra player can deal with these Arcus much, much easier. But at this stage in the game, with Matrias with such an advantage here, he can just do so much damage to this Son of Osiris. He's only got 100 HP remaining. Every time he pops out, he's going to take a little bit more damage. 80 HP remaining. Let's check it. Matrias' economy here. Matrias has got tons of resources. He just doesn't have the production. It looks like he's not producing very fast at all. 115 of 160 population here. As he's just kind of maybe AFK, I guess. Oh, he loses a town center there as Nullus is managing to mount the softest of comebacks you've ever seen, but managing to kill off one of Matreiuss' town centers. Matreiuss now going to grab this town center for himself. He does have the military barracks. He's moving in with the heavy siege brooms, going to be able to take down this town center as well. And Nullus does tap out in this game. GG. Well played by Matrias. I mean, you got to just ask the question, like, what are you doing with 800 gold in the bank? What was your plan? You built double monument early, and you had 800 gold in the bank. This made perfect sense to go Hathor and make tons of Patsukkos, Eclipse push through this. So you would push in with the siege towers, the Patsukkos, the Axemen. Push in when the citizen come in to try and defend against the siege towers. You locust, you eclipse, you take down the entire base, and you type GG because you've won the game. But Matrias, really strong timing push before any of that could happen, and he was able to just get way further in front than Nullus could have expected. And Matrias does take this game. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and maybe even leave a comment letting me know all of the things you enjoyed or hated about this game. I'll see you guys in the next one.